up, everybody? Welcome back to another Meldrick Moment Extendo Edition live with, episode 278. You know what it is. You saw the thing up there. And I'm the host, Yusuf Ali, like I said, somewhere down there. But anyway, we got a cat? Okay, let's get the show started. I got an update from a story from, not from a week or even a month ago, but from maybe last year. The story kept popping up, but it was about the teacher who had got shot by the 6-year-old, and they was trying to put the 6-year-old's mama in jail and all this. Fast forward to last week, the teacher got awarded $20 million. In the midst of all that chaos, all this court back and forth, people arguing, lawyers, this is what we get, $20 million for getting shot. So I don't know how much teachers was making pre-bullet, but you can get up to $20 million post-bullet. And I'm not saying run out and get shot, inner city teachers, but I'm just saying, maybe wear an all red hoodie to work one day. I'm just saying. Man is probably going to jail for, it's cool to film your crimes these days. He set his camera up with the anticipation of going to jail for what he was about to do, because it was a fender bender, a simple fender bender incident that he wanted to turn to something more, most likely for clicks and likes, and he did. And it's crazy because he might not have really wanted to. He probably wanted to just argue with the dude and roast the dude on camera, maybe for some likes, because it was an old dude, he was a young dude, and he like, I'm about to beat this dude ass, and he probably really wasn't. But then the old man did like a peace sign to the camera after he saw him setting it up, and that's probably what set the young dude over the edge. That peace sign might as well have been one of those white leather gloves that they slap you with. The dude had been set up after that. Like I said, luckily he recorded it so he can go to jail. They had a new anti-theft device, and they call it an anti-theft device because there's really no other proper word they can come up with other than dumb shit that's going to get you shot. So they just put device because it looked like a gun. It got a handle, but then that's where it stops, and then it just make noise. So it's just like it's supposed to deter a robbery or a burglary by pointing this thing at somebody who they think is a gun and then making it make the noise. And that's it. It just make a loud noise that's similar to a gunshot. I guess it's supposed to be a gunshot, but I'm thinking if you're dealing with an experienced burglar or robber, they probably know what a real gunshot is. If it's all about making noise, you might as well just throw some of them popper things. You can save, $40 and might not get shot. You might get laughed at. Your shit's still gonna get stolen, but you won't get shot for trying to play somebody. Speaking of shot, an Amazon worker and a mailman were in the same delivery room in an apartment building, and the Amazon worker shot the mailman. I don't know if that's dedication to his job because he that serious about delivering packages, or he don't give a fuck about the job. That's one of those either or situations, because maybe he was that mad that he holding up his packages, or he shot him over something else because I don't care about delivering the rest of these packages. That's what I like, The interesting part is after he shot the mailman, the landlord or whatever, the building manager said he just walked to the office like, hey, I just shot y'all mailman. Like, real calm. So that made me think, is Amazon as bad as they say it is? Was that his only way out? An Arizona man who left his daughter in the hot car while he was watching porno and playing video games. She died. And he going to jail. But first, why did they have to highlight that he was watching porno and playing video games. Number one, you can't do both at the same time. You can't. Now, if they would have said he was playing video games and then decided to watch a porno and then fell asleep, then okay, that makes sense. But you can't do both. Like, your brain not wired for you to do both at the same time. And that's besides the point. His daughter died. What if he was watching the Titanic? Would that have made it better? If he was watching something sentimental? That's not the point. They just trying to make this guy seem like a worse guy than he is because he forgetful. That's his only crime. No matter what he was watching. But he died. So all this is for nothing. He was getting ready to get sentenced and he died. So I don't know. Maybe now you don't got to worry about what movies he was watching. A man was holding his little brother hostage, and he got shot. But the interesting thing about this video is his confidence. Like, I guess he thought, maybe they're not gonna shoot me because this is my brother, or if they do shoot me, I'm good because I got on a bike helmet. And he did. He had on a motorcycle helmet, and the cop was like, "Put that gun down." Was it a gun or a knife? Whatever it was, he told him to put it down. And instead, the dude took a step forward. Like, he really thought that helmet was going to stop that bullet. No, man. That helmet only worked on black tar, not blue steel. I saw another video of a manager of a fast food, or maybe just an employee of a fast food place, too high, which is understandable. A lot of these people do a lot of drugs because they work at these fast food places and they full grown adults. That's besides the point. This video was more interesting because the amount of people who was making their own food. They had people on fries. They had somebody on burgers. They had somebody else making Happy Meals, and they were sticking to the script. You think if you would make your own food, you would put a couple toys in the Happy Meal. No, one toy per kid. And the milkshake machine was working. At least it was for them. The problem is this nodding manager shit only happens at fast food places. You never get this at like a Foot Locker or a jewelry store. In science news, Canada finally, the last country of the Americas to join the measles population, because at first, since 2016, all the Americas was measles free, include South America, North America, and North America, whatever the fuck Canada is. But they called them all the Americas. So we was doing good. And then South America got some measles, and then we got some measles, and then Canada got some measles. And then you find out they had 5,100 cases, and it's like, what the fuck, was you keeping it a secret? Why was you not telling us? When were you going to tell us you have 5,100 cases? We've been stopped having measles. We've been not being measles free then. We sitting here worried about our 200 and some cases, and y'all got 5,100. And how did y'all get 5,100 measles cases so quick? Like, was it a rally or something? A picnic? A parade? How you get measles? Criminal justice news, which is something I never say. But it just felt like this was more than just a regular like story. It was like a, damn right. Like, that's what the fuck you get. Like, damn right, you got what you deserve. Like, story. So a Colorado man whose wife left him and moved to France to be with her French boyfriend. He go over there and kill her and come back and act like there's no way I did it because I was over here. Motherfucker, man, this ain't... Do you know we have technology? Do you know we saw you? And number two, nobody else in France know her. So who else would do it? So he went right to jail. And it's just funny that he thought he was... I guess he thought, because I murdered over there, I can't go to jail over here. Like, unless they catch me over there. No, man. That's not how it works. If that was the case, it'd be so many more murderers with accents walking around in America. And finally, my feel good story of the week. They even mentioned it on Joe Budden, and it just that's because it did make everybody feel good if you watched it. Trump was at the Commanders game, and y'all might. I hope y'all seen this by now. If you have not, you will take so much joy in this. And he tried to, go to the window from the booth, from the announcer's booth, and try to get some love from the crowd, and he just got booed and fuck you'd, and it's always a mix of boos and fuck yous and cheering because it is American and people did vote for him. But it was just a good amount of boos and fuck yous this time that not a regular president is pretty used to getting. And that's just it. Like, he do shit that nobody is used to nobody else doing. So this is right, this is right on that checklist. This is right in that ballpark. So shout out to everybody in Washington on top of that. It's one thing if he was in, like, at the Rams game, but he was in Washington. So that was great. Shout out to all the booers and the fuck viewers.